Have you ever poured your heart and soul into someone only to have them vanish without a trace? No text, no call, just silence. That was my reality. One moment we were planning our future, the next I was staring at my phone, rereading our last conversation, wondering what I did wrong. The person I thought I'd spend my life with ghosted me. It was devastating. I felt worthless, confused, and completely shattered. For weeks, I was a mess. I replayed every moment, analyzed every word, trying to find the reason for their sudden disappearance. The silence was deafening, and the self-doubt it created was even louder. I felt like a failure, not just in love, but in life. It was a rock bottom I never thought I'd hit. But you know what they say about hitting rock bottom, right? The only way to go is up. One morning I woke up, looked at my reflection, and I was just tired. Tired of crying. Tired of waiting for an explanation that would never come. And tired of letting someone else's actions define my worth. A tiny spark ignited within me. A stubborn little voice that whispered, "No, this is not how my story ends." I decided right then and there to stop pouring my energy into a black hole of what-ifs, and start investing it in the one person who would never ghost me, myself. I'd always had this passion, this little side hobby I'd pour my creativity into during my spare time. It was something I did purely for joy. For years, my ex had been, well, let's just say less than supportive. They'd call it a cute little hobby, but never saw it as anything more. Their lack of belief in me had subtly chipped away at my own confidence. But now, with all this newfound time and emotional energy, I looked at my hobby differently. What if this cute little hobby was actually my calling? With that single thought, everything changed. I channeled all the pain, all the frustration, and all the sleepless nights into action. I dove headfirst into learning everything I could. I spent hours on the internet, not stalking my ex, but studying business strategies, marketing, and product development. I watched countless tutorials, read endless articles, and connected with other creators online. The nights I used to spend crying were now spent sketching designs, building a website, and mapping out a business plan. It was terrifying, and I was filled with doubt. Could I really do this? Was I just distracting myself? But every small step forward felt like a victory. Every time I learned a new skill, it was like reclaiming a piece of myself. The first few months were a grind. I made so many mistakes. I ordered the wrong materials. My first website looked like it was from 1999, and my marketing attempts were, let's just say, a learning experience. There were moments when I wanted to give up, when the voice of my ex echoed in my head, telling me it was just a silly dream. But then I'd get a small win, my first like from a stranger, my first positive comment, my first sale. Oh, that first sale. I remember packing the order with trembling hands, writing a thank you note, and feeling a sense of pride I hadn't felt in years. It wasn't about the money, it was the validation. Someone out there saw value in what I created. That one sale became 2, then 10, then 100. I started building a small community around my brand. People weren't just buying a product, they were buying into my story of resilience. They connected with the passion I poured into my work. I started sharing more of my journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The response was overwhelming. It turns out, a lot of people have been ghosted. A lot of people have been made to feel small, and they were all cheering me on. My business wasn't just a business anymore. It was a movement of turning pain into power. The growth was exponential. I had to learn about inventory management, customer service on a larger scale, and even hiring my first employee. Every challenge was a new mountain to climb. But this time, I wasn't climbing alone. I had a community behind me. I upgraded my workspace from a corner in my bedroom to a small studio. The day I signed the lease on that studio, I cried. But these were tears of joy, of overwhelming gratitude for how far I'd come. I had built this out of the ashes of a painful breakup. I had built a thriving, successful business. It's funny, I haven't thought about my ex in a long time. Their ghosting, the act that I thought had destroyed me, actually set me free. It forced me to confront my own insecurities and to rely on my own strength. It pushed me to chase a dream I had been too scared to pursue. I'm not saying I'm grateful for the pain they caused, but I am incredibly grateful for the person I became because of it. I discovered a strength, a passion, and a purpose I never knew I had. My business is now my pride and joy. A daily reminder that the ultimate revenge isn't bitterness or anger, it's building a life so beautiful and fulfilling that you forget you were ever broken. So, if you're going through something similar right now, if you're feeling lost or worthless because someone didn't have the decency to give you closure, please hear me. Your story is not over. This pain you're feeling, it's fuel. It's the energy you can use to build something incredible. Invest in yourself. Rediscover your passions. Learn that new skill. Start that project you've been putting off. Your worth is not determined by someone's inability to see it. You are powerful, you are capable, and your best chapter is just beginning. Take it from someone who turned a ghost into a stepping stone for greatness. You can do it too. Thank you so much for listening to my story. It means the world to me. If this resonated with you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel for more content. I'd love to hear about your own journeys of transformation in the comments below. Remember, you've got this. See you in the next video.